Champion by Choice, Chapter 11, Key 3. Connect with the right people. It's easy to see the fame I acquired from American Idol as mere luck. Make no mistake, there was a lot of luck involved. All I had done nothing, and had I done nothing in the wake of it, that luck may have been of the bad variety. As it happened, however, I found a certain degree of success in the entertainment industry because of a little luck and some savvy choices on my part. I connected with the right people at the right time as I navigated my journey. As I mentioned earlier, I would not have been able to get on the show had I not found my way through the preliminary rounds. A producer on the show thought that I was a good fit, so she pushed me through. That producer turned out to be an integral figure in my story. And now to return to the final key of becoming a champion by choice. The third key is connecting. Connecting with the right people will allow you to improve both your business and your personal life. Your network serves not only as a lead source for new business, but as a sounding board, a support system, and a news source. It's not free though. It requires maintenance to keep it working. Most of all, perhaps, a connection cannot be one-sided. I had a Filipina friend that seemed to always take advantage of my generosity. Every time I saw her, she wanted me to help her with something. I like giving to people, but at some point, I had to draw a line in the sand. When she finally asked me to commit to her expensive 8-week coaching program, I knew it was time to bail out, and I stopped connecting with her. Reciprocity means you play both roles. Sometimes you need a favor, and sometimes you grant a favor. If that evens out over time, chances are you'll have developed a solid connection. And that's a valuable thing to have in this world. If strategically managed and nurtured, your network can become a valuable part of your personal brand arsenal, allowing you to enhance your reputation and advance your agenda. Unless you were raised in the wild by wolves, you already have a network. For our purposes, it's important we distinguish between a catch-all connotation and a more specific, useful notion of the word. When I refer to your network, I'm talking about it in terms of the strategic sense in which you actively target, cultivate, and maintain mutual alliances. The way in which you build this network is probably the same way in which you choose your social media friends. You start with the sphere of people you know best and develop it incrementally on concentric circles outward. In practice, this might mean beginning with your nuclear family, extending next to your closer friends, then coworkers and colleagues, perhaps extended family next, followed by contacts in your alumni, professional, or philanthropic organizations, or maybe people you meet at social functions, business mixers, or other meet and greet events. I recommend treating this collection of potential allies like a living, breathing organization. Be incarnate. Your network requires proper care and feeding, which should come in the form of regular communication, the exchange of favors, and other helpful interactions. Below are some tips that help you keep your network functioning at its fullest potential. Sincerity. Be genuine in your communication so people in your network know that they are valued. Nobody wants to feel like they're being contacted simply as a maintenance requirement or chore. Each person in your network is unique and worthy of respect and appreciation. Honesty. When someone comes to you for help, but you're unable to provide it, say so. Don't fake it, half-ass it, or offer something you know to be of little value. That other person has others in the network that they can turn to. But if they waste their time and resources following your advice, you're hurting rather than helping. I very much agree with that. Boundaries. Understand the limits of each individual contact in your network. Are you asking for an introduction, or are you asking for a kidney? Is the favor you're asking commiserate with the relationship you have with that person? You might be fine asking a lifelong friend for a $1,000 loan, but that request would probably be uncomfortable for someone you met at a Chamber of Commerce pancake breakfast the week before. I disagree. I couldn't even ask my mom for a $1,000 loan, but assuming I was a member of the Chamber of Commerce, and I had friends with it. The $1,000 loan might be sent as a business interest, and although I probably never would ask them, I might be a little more willing to. I don't know. That's how I am. Initiative. Be on the lookout for ways to provide value in your relationships. Don't just wait to be asked. If you come across a news article that you think would benefit a contact, share it. If you can facilitate a connection between contacts you feel could mutually benefit by meeting, host them. It's poor form to only show up when you need something. If you make enough deposits to the Bank of Goodwill, it's okay to write a check every now and then. I like that. Accessibility. Talk is cheap. If you position yourself as a person who's there for others, you need to be there when others come calling. If you're someone who always seems to be busy or otherwise engaged, whether help is sought, you'll develop a reputation as a flake. There's probably not anything more useless in a network than that. If you have flakes in your network, consider calling them. Gratitude. In addition to William Hung likes these big words. In addition to reciprocating when appropriate, be sure to express your thankfulness whenever anyone helps or even attempts to help you. And to apply an earlier tip, be sincere about it. A handwritten thank you note or a gift basket is worth a lot more than an email. Respect. Your full network, if it's going to be effective, should include an array of people across a variety of spectrums. And given that it is a diverse, it's important to show respect to every person in it. Don't post something that someone in your network might find offensive. Better still, don't post anything that anyone would feel offensive. As someone who follows him on Instagram, I assure you this man has never posted an offensive thing in his life. Avoid it, if only because it alienates you from others. Extend respect even to your competitors. It will provide you with the drive to continually try to improve. Respect is at the heart of long-lasting relationships, and it is the basis for a free society. I'm reading that again for the people in back. Respect is at the heart of long-lasting relationships, and it is the basis for a free society. Our communities have expanded beyond anything former generations would recognize. But just because you have thousands of friends on Facebook doesn't mean you have a friend in this world in any meaningful sense. Understand the difference between people who care about you and people who pretend to watch and like your kids' dance recital videos. Friendship requires time, effort, and sacrifice from both parties. If you have relationships like that in your network, you have built powerful alliances. That's the end of chapter 11, and holy shit, did he come for us. This is a scathing chapter. Next chapter is chapter 12, how to add value to others.